It took 40 years for Stu Scheer to build his business, running charter fishing boats for tourists in the Gulf. Now it's all falling apart between the oil spill that shut down business and haggling with BP over his claim.
Excuse me. You'd wonder how a guy my age at 260 pounds could be emotional. Sorry. But you know, it's like I told you, salt water runs through my veins. I mean, it's all I've done. It's all I've ever wanted to do was fish.
You always should err on the side of the people that were hurt. These people's, the livelihoods of people in Louisiana have just been devastated by this. This is not the first time we've been hurt. This is on the backs of the same individuals that were hurt during Katrina and Rita as well. So you can't do too much and you can't do it too fast. I agree with Mr. Feinberg. You should do it much more quickly than they have done it, and you always ought to err on the side of individuals that have gotten hurt. And people's livelihoods are at stake, and it's really hard right now for them.
Stu walked into the local claims office, but BP classified him large loss and moved his claim 90 miles away. He only speaks with his adjuster by phone.
They wanted 2007, 8, 9 returns. They wanted my log books. They wanted my bank statements. They wanted all my licenses, P&L statement.
So you laid out
everything.
All this paperwork.
Everything.
To the number.
To the penny, virtually. This is what I calculated from May 9th through the end of December that I had on the books, actual books, not projections, not people still calling me.
And when you itemized these costs for BP, you even accounted for that you wouldn't be using fuel.
That's right. So if my boat didn't leave the dock, I wouldn't have fuel, bait, rods, reels, ice, contract labor. My gross was $162.8. Less expenses, daily boat expenses, came out to $107,982. My bookings for this year amounted to a gross net of $107,000, and they basically offered me $33,000.
I will bend over backwards to help these local businesses. I am trying to help them. Don't come to me and say, trust me, it was going to be a great year. At the other end of the spectrum is the person who comes in and says, look, Mr. Feinberg, I had this contract and I had this contract. This was going to be a great year. Look, okay, you've certainly, that's the minimal proof. That's fine here. So I'll work with you, Congresswoman, and the people down there to try and maximize the compensation.
Are you any more confident in the government running the claims process as you were?
Well, again, like I said, there's always an air of optimism, and you know the fact that the Obama administration has gotten BP to put the $20 billion in escrow, and supposedly a new regime is going to come in and handle the claims. You know, there's optimism. I hope that it works out, but I'm suspicious.